Okay, welcome back with Happy Chopper. And I was thinking this is like a realization moment for anyone to use in any situation that we're in that's taken us away from feeling love for ourselves or happy with ourselves. As when we're feeling happy with ourselves, we do love ourselves. And I'm not saying love ourselves in the mirror, oh, look at me and all this here. I mean, like, loving who you are as the character you are and the role that you play in your own life. So, thinking of the heart that created the heart, that created another heart, that created another heart. And that all comes from our parents, our mum, but also our father and the link they have together that creates that heart from two hearts. But one heart carries us and into that development. But yet two hearts brings that together. And it's all love. Now, when you look at it in this way, all them moments that created that path was never a moment that was anything other than happy and joy that created it. Obviously, there was different moments and things outside of that, but in them heart moments that created you as a being, that was all love. And for you to arrive into this world was through love. Now, from there, we're always looking for that love again because of the separation that we have. In the separation of being looked after, we have to find that responsibility in ourselves to look after ourselves with our own heart. But because we're searching for what we had, our heart, the heart that created our heart, we forget about how that heart came about and how it creates all that we do, or you would not be able to create anything. So you're attached to it. You're attached to that love. Yet we scope everywhere to find it again through someone else because it came from someone. And as we scope outside of us looking for that love, we find discomfort in other people doing the same thing, looking for that love that's within them. And in these moments, we pick up on each other's vibration of feeling unloved, distorted by not realizing that it's taking responsibility of our own love that was created through love by looking after our own heart and letting ourselves know that we are loved. We looking after who we are in here by thinking and feeling and telling ourselves about how great we are as a person and being that person instead of being distorted, looking for that person outside of us by trickery of the mind and the illusion that it gets from all the other subjects that is lost in the same way. And we get into that confusion, that vibration that creates so much confusion that we are lost in all of it. Well, all we have to do is come back to here. Now, that brings me to an important point, I believe, which was the reason for this video. As I know sometimes it can be hard to forgive people. And we've got to try to understand the vibration that they're in. And that if someone is doing other things outside of love, they've been taken away from this field that's within them into a field outside of them in the illusion, because it's a unknowing of oneself. And whenever you find that love for yourself, you get self-mastery. Otherwise, you're like a loose cannon out of control, could go in any direction at any time, in any moment, influenced by the circumstances around you, like a puppet on strings. And until you become responsible for the love that's within you to look after yourself, then you will always be trapped in this illusion of what's outside of us, by the influence of others and the surroundings that surrounds us all. And until each and every one of us starts to understand that the love comes from ourselves in our own heart, and in that godly consciousness that's brought to us, that we give ourselves that awareness of that and let ourselves know of that love that's already there through godly consciousness, through that intelligence that keeps your body operating to do all the things that you do. And by being aware of that and loving the fact that you can do all that you do, in that awareness of God within you, in your heart, then you become aware of who you are, loving oneself for all that you are, and loving God in the creation that He created in who you are, through all them hearts of love that came down through your ancestors till it was you. And now we have you, who is loved just like everybody else, that has to find it within yourself. And when you notice someone's off from that, you've got to realize, when you find that love in your own heart, that that's what they're looking for. And you got to try to help them find it. It's not always easy. It can be very difficult at times. And at them times you don't have to stay there. You can move on and not let it affect your own heart. But if you have that power built up in your heart, you have that responsibility to share what you know, to look after your brothers and sisters. And when you see somebody who you may have had words or falling out, or maybe the paths are different, but you see it in them, missing that love, and you know there's a path that you can alert them of. And maybe it's just to come in and have a word and leave again. Then you need to do that. and without holding judgment on who they are, but understanding where they are in their life, and how they're feeling, how they're seeing it and feeling towards what they're seeing, rather than feeling it and seeing from the feeling they feel, through their awareness of who they are in consciousness, by acknowledging that love within them. This is Happy Chappa. Love and peace.